Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Ubuntu channel. My name is Himba Malambo, your host this evening on our usual program, NSAKA. Ndamitambula, mbako mtuswirila, mbako muvede. Na kuli, na muligo chigankata, muligo nanduba, muligo mabwetuba, muligo neganega turn-off, muligo dundumwezi, tomyaya, and tomtambula Ubuntu channel. Tonagwambaola magani agaminiha maumiesu. As we are discussing the matters that affect our lives on daily basis. With me in the studio, I'm with my beautiful, lovely, and what can I say? A woman of integrity. Namwinga, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Himba. Good evening, and how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Now come for Kanyimba Nizaku conduct say.
Me and comfort, I was like, these are memories.
The musicians of our age, not to kotaka. We should not to kota.
Exactly, not these ones that we have this time. Chongo chongofi.
Namwinga ninarikano kukota. Mshaka kotenka kota feti because it's natural, but it should have fire namwinga. However, it's nice to see you, Sissy. How are you doing?
It's nice to see you too.
Aves, Baruth, Mwaisen Pomkwai.
Thank you so much, and I loved the welcoming in Tonga there, in Dudumwez and everywhere else.
Hey.
Madam Namwinga, good to see you, and I'm glad to be with you today. I always just follow you on the other programs from Ubuntu channel.
Thank you very much, and glad as well. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Namwinga, pushaku abantu.
So lovely viewers, good evening. And actually tonight I'm not on Moment of Grace, I'm on NSAKA. So kindly share the video and invite as many people as you can.
Amen. Baruth, namba posha abantu.
When I was still just with the people on the panel in the studio, and greetings to you all who have tuned into Ubuntu channel, and those that will be watching the rebroadcast. We greet you here at Ubuntu channel, and thank you for watching and following the Ubuntu programs. You are very welcome. We are here at NSAKA.
Thank you so much, beautiful women. It's nice to have a panel of women. Mwamona batata bashabula babutuka bamuna tutafiwe emerero tepa kwikala pano pansaka kande.
He should be right back. He definitely has to come back.
He just has to come back.
It will be Zimba.
Namwinga, please introduce the topic of discussion this evening. As far as I'm concerned, today we are not going into teachings, we're just discussing. We are continuing the topic we had. Namwinga, finish to Ella and Polero.
Yeah, we'll talk about the same topic, but I wanted you to give us a recap on what we had so that we can just take it up from there too. Discuss.
Okay, kanshi ife twalachita lekeni tubatambule batata bashabula mutambulwa.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, I expected you to greet the viewers. How do you leave our viewers out there?
He said everyone, so I'm sure even the viewers are included.
Probably my father is being intimidated today.
No, and I don't think he's the type that can be intimidated.
We thought
what do you think?
No, he can manhandle us one by one.
Hello.
Evangelist.
Hello. You are cutting transmission. I'm not able to get you. You are breaking.
Probably I'd suggest that
I don't know whether
you log out and you log in again.
That's what I've done.
Because I think
hello?
Now.
I can get you now.
Okay. It's nice to have you on the program. And we'll give you the opportunity to recap what we discussed last week and where we are, and also a bit of introduction. Are you hearing me?
Well, you are breaking in transmission.
Okay. I've been advised by our IT that it is your network. Okay.
Hello?
Hello? Sorry about that, and we apologize. However, we are going to continue. Baruth, last week, and introduce topic.
Okay, the topic that we had last week, which is continuing this week, is rekindling love in a broken or dead relationship. It could be marriage or any other relationship that one may have. But particularly, we were looking at a relationship, kind of a love relationship that between husband and wife, or those that are in a relationship promising to marry each other. Then in that relationship, the love that was there in the beginning dies. They are no longer doing things the way they used to do them. And so last week we looked at what causes the love to die in a relationship. A number of things were lined up, and we talked and discussed on the issues that are causing love to die. And this evening we are going into details to share with our viewers, and with our well-able counselor, Mr. Shabula is here to share with us what can partners do to rekindle. And that is what we have today at Ubuntu channel, NSAKA.
Okay, thank you so much, Baruthi. Evangelist, you are with us now? Evangelist.
Hello.
Are you with us?
Yes, I can get you, but you are breaking in transmission. You are breaking.
I think the
You are
challenge,
on, off.
it's your network. I think it's the network that is having an issue. But
Yeah, the
however,
problem is here.
okay.
The problem is here, not there. Here.
Okay, I'm now going to give you an opportunity to introduce what we are going to talk about today. I know our viewers out there, please be at liberty to join us. You can join through the link, you can join through the phone. We really want to know how you worked on your relationship, if at all you did. And if you feel a broken relationship can be worked upon, or you feel it can be worked upon, we want to know why you feel that way. Please come in. Please share with us the message. If you can't come in, even a message, we appreciate. Evangelist, over to you.
We must understand that rekindling means bring back to life. Bring back to life. To bring back to life. To energize. To give life. To restart. To rejuvenate. In other words, what we are saying here is that we are trying to find out, we are trying to find a way in which we can put life into the love that had diminished, love that had wasted. So the question is, what are we doing now? I want us, Himba, to understand that rekindling of love is not when there is a problem. In fact, a lot of us think that you only go back to the person there and begin to renew your intentions, your love, your what and what. No, it must be on daily basis. Daily basis. It must be on daily basis. We rekindle our love for our husbands, for our wives, for our girlfriends, for our boyfriends on daily basis. What do you rekindle? It is the ingredients that you put into the love, into your relationship. Loving that person, caring for that person, saying sorry when you are wrong, greeting them, good morning, honey, bubblegum, my chocolate, my superhero, whatever terms you use, you use those in order to rekindle. Let them know that they matter in your life. Let them know that you care about them. Show interest in their suffering. Show interest in what they do. If your boyfriend is a mechanic, go under the vehicle together with him. As he's working, you are chatting. Give him a spanner. If he's a garden boy, you go and also water the flowers together with him. Doing together that which they love best. That is one of the things that needs to be done. So, in other words, today we are looking at how we can make our love live again. The other issue here is that, we are also looking at how you can get to your friend when you've made mistakes, or there is a separation, or you divorced, and or you separated, and you want to get back. So that is part of rekindling love that had died. So those are the things that we're going to look into today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Evangelist. I picked one point. You have to appreciate your friend. You have to praise them. Olwenzo kutimba usiku nikumuchita praise. How are you, my hero? Kaingi wanitimba maningi, so how are you, my hero? Is that what you mean? Evangelist.
Yes. What we must understand is that, there are two reasons why people fight, or two or three. Number one, they fight because of upbringing. You are coming from different backgrounds, and each one of you has got a way in which you handle issues. Now, because you are not able to work together because of misunderstanding, you can differ, probably end up fighting. Sometimes what causes people to fight is actually love itself. When you love your friend, you become possessive. You would want to hold them. You want to have them. You want to control them. So sometimes when you overdo it, you can create a problem and you can begin to fight. Sometimes people fight because of jealous. You are jealous of your friend. All the time irimo. So the whole issue is that you find that sometimes your friend may not be able to manage. So because you are not tolerating the other person and you are not understanding that person, you can create problems. So mwamba utimbana over that. So that is why we are saying there must be maturity also and a big heart for your friend.
Thank you so much, Evangelist. I've also picked another point. I've picked a point where he says marriage is not for boys and girls. Marriage is not for people who are not matured. If you are not matured, please, please, please don't think of going into marriage. If you are still a baby, don't go into marriage. Marriage is for fully grown-up men and women. Men who are matured, women who are matured. Not that is not a game for boys and girls. Namwinga, is it necessary to go back for your dead love?
Because that when you lose contact, you become to realize or maybe to introspect on what went wrong. Maybe like we have heard from the evangelist, he said we fight due to different things. Maybe you can find that you're talking about the same thing, but maybe you're talking about giving. This person will say no, we'll be giving to the orphans. This person will say no, we'll be giving to the church. But you're all talking about giving, the same giving, and you'll be fighting. So did you to say, but this is the thing so we can work on it next time. I just have to understand that to feel to passion. So it's very much important we can mend our broken relationships. It's not everything that has to be.
Thank you so much. Ati kuyesha kopa nono munda wakale mwalimako mwalitako filati filana katukuta pilisha kwa menshi atikula tapilisha panono eventually kuti mwalima muli ulio munde ote timulime va Ruthi ati tifunika tikazi wateringa our relationships mimasebenza va Ruth and vikasebenza. And especially in a situation where this partner cheated on you and you feel you've lost trust, you don't love them. You may still, your heart may belong to but then, Chikubaba, this partner cheated on you or maybe even found them live with another woman, with another man, and society is just pointing fingers at you. Is it worth it to go and fight for such a relationship? And if it is, why?
Okay, there's a saying, people say, the devil you know is better than the angel you do not know. So my answer would be on both sides. I would say yes and I would say no. Sometimes it depends on what made that relationship to be broken, what really made that love to die. If what made the love to die can kill you, don't resurrect it. But sometimes something just comes to kill the love. So when it's that love that is good, go for it, fight for it, and mistakes are there. People make mistakes. It's important for partners to forgive each other. And moreover, no man is perfect. You can all work with your imperfections and become better and rekindle your love. So I agree that yes, it's okay to rekindle, to revive, and to wake it up. And I like the way Evangelist is putting it, that you have to reach, don't wait for it to die. I think that's why this would die. Because when to end a chance, that's why not everyone will resurrect. We only talk about the resurrection of Jesus. So let's not wait until it dies. Let's revive it every day. So that it keeps living. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Baruth Taungaziko. At Chikondi, Nichotila man's every day. chikondi nicho nyengelelana, we treat each other like baby. I am azini etima itanana ti baby afunika ya mna reality aliko chikondi kulibe kunyengelelana sichisebenza. However, our viewers out there, we still want to hear your views. We still want to know how you feel about working on the dead relationship, about working on your dead love. There are people who are in marriages, they've lived for years, but their love died a long time. But now, as I come to evangelists, I want you to separate. There are two types of couples we are looking at now. We are looking at people who are not yet married. They want to marry. And then, before they marry, their relationship is, it has gotten to the point where they've lost trust and their love is already dead. And then that no, we tinafika kudala kumakolo, society knows that we are dating or we are about to marry. Can such a couple go ahead to commit themselves into marriage? That's one part. And again, I want us to separate those who are married. Those who are married to work on their marriage, to work on their relationship, to build them. Is it vaenda by evangelist? Our viewers out there, as we are waiting for evangelists, we want to hear what you think. We want to hear your views. We want to hear if you at all you worked on any relationship. How did you work on it? If it worked, what did you do? What measures did you put in place when you went for your dead relationship or for your lost love? Dr. Wanga. Follow your lost love. That's not what we are talking about here. Here we are talking about a different situation. No, you follow find your lost love. That's not what we are talking about. So evangelists, I've asked that we separate matters. We look at the people who are not yet married and they found themselves in a situation that maybe there was unfaithfulness and that relationship has lost trust or you're shaking. And the people who are in marriage, they live together. They do everything for each other. They will tell you, some would even tell you, I can't go I'm in this marriage because I can't go anywhere and I get financial support, but I don't feel anything for this man. Some men would even tell you, even when she's naked, I feel it's my fellow man who is passing. I don't feel anything for her. So please respond from those two angles, evangelist.
Hello. I don't know. My network here is a problem. I'm not able to get you clearly. You're breaking. I don't know what to do. I'm in troubles here. I'm not able to get you. I don't know if you are able to get me there.
I can even get you loud and clear.
Is it?
You are loud and clear.
Well, but okay. I didn't get your question.
My question is, what is your reaction on a young couple who are in a relationship, right? And then they get to the point where they've lost their love because of the things that happened. Probably they cheated on each other. Probably the love just goes away. Will you still advise such a couple to go on with their relationship and even commit themselves into marriage because of society and family? Because you're going to I'm dating my uncles know about this relationship. What should I do? Do you advise such people to go ahead? Because now if it's kuyasha love, do you advise them to go ahead?
To go ahead getting married?
Yeah.
You see, I think it is Ruth. Ruth said there is no perfect relationship. That you must understand. And two, we do not get into a relationship with angels. No, not at all. Because angels are men. They are not women. So it's not, you are not in a relationship with an angel, a holy being. you are in a relationship with a fallible person, meaning a person that can make mistakes, somebody that can sin, somebody who is weak, somebody that can forget. So when we are in a relationship, we are in a relationship in order to size each other, to see whether we can be able to come together and live together. We begin to learn each other's behavior or characteristics or moods or situations, the way they think, the way they handle issues. It is during this time in which we can actually agree to be together, or that is to get married or separate completely. There are certain things that you cannot tolerate. Certain weaknesses are too obvious that you get into it, you have a problem. One of the problems that should not be tolerated is in a relationship. You've got this boyfriend, and then the boyfriend decides to get another girlfriend or to have sex with another girlfriend. And then you say, no, I'm going to forgive him. I want to tell you that is the true character of that individual. There's no way he's going to forget that lady after testing her, and you think, no, let's pray over it. This gentleman is going to forget. No. The more you pray about it, the more you have large appetite for her. So the issue here is that if you think this person he has got a girlfriend and is having sex, I want to, as a counselor, I want to counsel you and say, do not go ahead with such a person, because he's unreliable, he's untruthful, he cannot be respected, he cannot be relied on. He is a liar and a cheater. So such a person you cannot. There are issues that you can tolerate. For example, like maybe it is the issue of cleanliness. Maybe your friend is not very tight. That you can learn together and know how to keep it. Sometimes your friend, speaks before she hears or before she understands the question. She's too fast. That you can be controlled. There are certain weaknesses that we can help the other friend, but you can't help a sex person, a person who is over 60. He has got a serious desire for sex. How are you going to help him? Because even if you give him for the whole 1 week, day and night, you are sleeping with him, you will not drown his appetite. He's just a hot potato. So the issue is that such issues should not be allowed. But you must know that be careful how you dump your friend. Sometimes the same person that you want to dump is one person that can easily give up that weakness. So also you need also to tolerate to a certain point, of course. Not you continuing somebody cheating on you and you say, no, we shall pray over it. Pray over it. What do you pray over it? You want to pray over it that it's as you uka, is it going to chabe? Kulibe, izamba kuuka. So the whole issue is that you better decide.
Are there women who
Yes, now because you uka. Why do you have sex there? Now because you uka. So the whole thing here is that we need to be you need to understand at what point can I say no, I can't continue this. So that is very, very important. You must be able to understand that this can be forgiven and this is beyond me. So it is very, very important. Even when you want to rekindle love, you need to rekindle love that is still alive, not dead love. Dead love, when I say dead love, this is whereby somebody is not concerned about you. And years have passed, you don't meet each other. Then from there you use perekata. No. But try again. No. That person has moved on. How many people has he slept with? Has she slept with? So it is important for you to to know when to withdraw and when to move, when to move forward with the gentleman. It's very, very important. So the issues of rekindling love, dear listeners, it is very, very important. You need to be wise, like a serpent. You need to be cool. You need to be cool, like a dove. So it's very, very important, because if you misfire, you are going to enter into serious troubles, and then it will be difficult for you to deal with that situation. So the issue of rekindling love is on daily basis. Each day you must ask yourself, what good thing have I done for my friend? In which area have I made a mistake where I need to apologize? Then how do I improve this? What fire do I put into this relationship? So that is very, very important. Then also you need to visit each other. Visit that person, talk to that person. When they have funerals, be with them. When there's a wedding, be there for them. When there's a kitchen party, there's chiranga muliro. Support that girlfriend of yours, because that way she'll feel your presence, and that is one way you can express your love for her. The other issue is that when there's a funeral in her family or in your family, each one of you should be concerned. You need to be there. So it is not just about love or love. It is about the issues of life. When there's a problem, you should be there for the other person. And that is all about rekindling in love in your relationship. It's not waiting for a mistake to happen. When you separate, then you say, no, let me take flowers. Flowers, especially we the Africans, what are flowers for? Vizayu machabe. If we need ngatinapanga mistake, you come and apologize. After apologizing, you spend a night with me. Yeah, that's Iramo.
So nikanaiti kulibecha ya kumulomo. I'm sorry, if naka kukonkapo ka night. Namwinga ole umfwa atinaka night kukonkapo. No mbaka tuishi. What about sex before marriage? Ile pesa hapa. Okay, however, viewers. That's a
Himba, mind you, Himba, you are talking to your father. Be careful.
I withdraw that. Namwinga, what do you think?
Yes. Actually, I have a question. Nipatako question because my first Landa by evangelist. I've got something. I remember what happened just some weeks ago. The man who lost his mom, and there's this lady is about to marry. Valif kana and everything. Number the lady didn't show up kumalido. Not even the parents in the same town. From that time, the guy has been quiet because he has been asking himself, why didn't you show up? So I was asking.
Right,
yes. So I was asking. Yeah, where? Ma?
Akabale nensalamu shalingila bwino.
Kwai. And the guy is from my family. So nale shokobat. She fairly natural death because the guy in accident of that I need time to think. So I don't know. Because Takwari he didn't even bother to ask the lady to say, why didn't you show up? I don't know.
Ruth, I kept the pamwi. To the pamos pano. Why vera yonkani?
Yonkani wana mwinga yamveka. Even me, if I were a guy, let me think about it, because somebody who has just lost a mom and you have someone that you consider to be a loved one. So it's that moment when you need a shoulder to cry on. I mean, you just expect them so that you can express everything that you feel about the loss of the other loved one. So especially that it looks like in the explanation, it's like no explanation was given to us why this lady could not attend the funeral of the mother-in-law. So I feel it's a red flag if somebody can't stand with you in that moment, that very moment, because you need them. And it's one time that, especially in Salamungabali, Tuala, stuff like that, you expect to meet other family members. It's in that time. Oh, my fiancé, oh, nice to meet you. And by her not going, it's like you are hiding something. I can't take it also. What do you think?
Thank you so much. Before I bring in Evangelist, Vanamwinga, awe, insalamu shalingira, akabale kalingira. Awe na ine tunampela feka silent treatment. Because look, at this particular time, we are talking about not a sister who passed on, not a cousin who passed on. This is the mother-in-law. Basically, ngensala mushalingira, niba mother-in-law abo, teba mother-in-law to be. Insala mushalingira, traditionally you are married, you are a couple. So, if the man or the woman or the partner was committed somewhere, maybe she was busy, she was out of town, even the relatives, even her parents can go and represent. Actually, in such a situation, you send people to represent you. So maybe maybe this family, they were sending a message. They were saying you're not part of you and we don't want to be known. Because you can't tell me that the whole family who could go and represent to go and even ingelo abuelele partner, what explanation did she give to the partner? Because at that particular time, you've lost your mom. You want the people you love to hold you. You want the people you love to call you to talk to you. If they can't talk to you at that particular time, when will they talk to you? Apart to that, how to revamp your dead relationship, your dead love, your dead marriage. That's what we are talking about. No, my sister, how to kill your love, how to kill your marriage, how to destroy your relationship. That's the formula they used. Evangelist, over to you. Our viewers out there, before Evangelist comes in, I want to tell you that if you've got a case and you need a counselor to talk to, we've got a well-qualified counselor here, Evangelist, a counselor of all ages, of all groups, of all sex, of a man who can take you through every situation you are going through. We've got even other women who are able to handle, if you are able to talk to a woman, there are other people who can talk to you. However, with Evangelists, you're in the safe hands, whether it's youth counselor, marriage counselor, whatever situation you're in, you'll be able to handle it. Evangelist, what is your response on the scenario that Namwinga has brought? And Namwinga, over to you.
Well, the issue of attending to each other's needs, it is as important as writing your final examination, because you are actually being examined, you are being tested by not only your boyfriend, but or your girlfriend, but also by the relatives of your boyfriend, the relatives of your girlfriends. They are also examining you. They are assessing you to see if you are suitable for marriage. Also, you must understand that the community in which your boyfriend or girlfriend also lives, they are also assessing you whether you can be suitable for marriage or not. So we must know that, whatever we do, we are being examined. Now, because of this, it is important for us to be available when there is a bereavement, when there is a wedding, when there is a kitchen party, when there is chirangamuliro, when there is a birthday party, when there is just a celebration, or there is time of mourning, you should be available. When there is sickness in the family, be available. It is not always money. No, not at all. It is also your presence, just your presence. But even then, it should not always be presence. Also look for something, money or a gift of some kind. Take it there and present it. It's very, very important. So it is the time when people assess you to see whether you can make a good husband or a bad husband. So that is the time when you should do that. Now, for that gentleman who said, where they said maybe they would want maybe even to end the relationship, whatever it is, I wouldn't propose that, you know, a relationship should end because somebody failed to attend. The reasons could be many. Maybe that person was sick, and except that she is foolish, she could not communicate. Sometimes, you know, she didn't just apologize for saying, I'm sorry, you know, for this or not. All that is about the background where that person comes from. These are things that should not actually, you know, break your relationship, because you can sort it there and then. Some of these things just bad upbringing, which we can be able to help each other during the journey to the altar of our marriage. So it shouldn't be. One can say, okay, this is a red flag, then I cannot be there. Before you call it a red flag, watch it, examine it. Is it really red or blue or yellow or white? Before you can throw it away. You might throw the baby with the water. So that person might be the most important person in your life who you are going to throw away. So let's be very careful how we end the relationship. Ending relationship is not always the solution, not at all. Not at all. It is not always the solution. Ending the solution, ending the relationship or marriage, it should be the last resort. After you've tried all the tricks, all the plans, all the means they've failed, that's when you can get to that level. Or else you are going to have so many boyfriends trying to get you, but you cannot be gotten, because each one of them will come with a mistake, with a problem, with a weakness, and you keep on throwing them. Uyu taba bwino, uyu mwana mutali sana, uyu mutwe mukuru, uyu mwendo mwipi. So you go on and on. That is not supposed to be. We need to be also have a heart to forgive, to tolerate, to allow sometimes some amount of foolishness. It is part of love.
Thank you very much, Evangelist. That's very much understood, because nobody has thought about reaching out to the lady to say what happened or anything, because the guy just was quiet. He says, I need time to think. He has been quiet and everybody's quiet because nobody knows what happened. Actually, I'm not close to the lady, so I couldn't reach out to her, but I spoke to the guy because I'm very close to him, and he only said, I need time to think. Thank you very much, because I was thinking maybe, can that relationship be worked on, or it has died a natural death just like that? But thank you very much for enlightening me on everything. Thank you very much. Auntie Ruth, do you have anything to say about it?
I'm glad that how Evangelist has put it in rekindling love in that kind of relationship. And also, Evangelist mentioned how my flowers to funika. Okay, I think once in a while my flowers to funika. Even if we are here in Africa, I think it's okay to my flowers. Please. After all, most people they drink my flowers like bread. I would love to have my flowers where I'm still alive. I don't want to go from my grave and renew and pick those beautiful flowers out. I want them on my table. I smell them and I feel good. So I think in rekindling love, let's include my flowers as we are also forgiving each other. And there are people that would say, no, I'm living in this relationship because of children. I feel that's a good reason. If you can live under that roof because of the children, then you can go an extra mile just to forgive, and because of the children. Be happy because of the children. By so doing, it means you're doing a good thing for the children. There is no way because of Vana, but you can't forgive, you can't talk to each other. There is no proper communication. It means somehow, and these are the problems that our counselor here on the panel is trying to say, background. So that background, yankala yakuna ati my parents bankala because bankalira bana, but they are not doing the right thing. It's better you change. Nkalirani bana and do the right thing. Kalirani bana and forgive. Kalirani bana and love each other. By so doing, so that these children will have better marriages in the future. Because of the example that you gave them, because of how happy they saw you. You know, sometimes you can be living and no ninkalira chabde bana, stinga oneke builo kuli bana, but you know if there are people that would sense what their parents are going through without anyone explaining to them, as children. Children will sense your anger, they will sense your frustration, they will sense when you're not happy. They will sense it even if we try to pretend, no matter what you try to do. The children will always know. Except they have no way in on how to express themselves or to say that this is how I feel my mother. As they grow, they will begin to realize.
Thank you very much, Auntie Ruth. I think because of due to the network, we have lost her, but I guess she'll be back shortly. Auntie Ruth, welcome back.
Thank you. I didn't know actually I had gone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You are
Hello?
loud and clear.
Hello? Am I clear there?
Hello? You are breaking. You are breaking, but I can hear you, but you are breaking.
Okay, I can hear you clearly. I can hear you, Namwinga, and
I can also hear you, Auntie. Yeah, loud and clear. But I think we have a problem with Evangelist's network because he's saying you're breaking, but I can hear you on my end.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I was trying to explain on Rekindling Love how people just say I'm doing this because of the children, and I'm saying do the right thing, love, forgive, rekindle, be happy in that marriage.
No. You know what?
Yes.
We should not be in a relationship because of children. We should not be in marriage because of children. Don't say that in no. You must be in that relationship because you love each other.
But
actually, I even wanted
because you love each other.
But we have.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Auntie Ruth. Actually,
Hello?
I also wanted to. Hello? Auntie Ruth, I also wanted to cut you right there because but how can you stay for the children to have happy? Because what I thought is that people needs to be happy. So why you're not happy?
True.
Exactly.
Yes, Evangelist, let's hear his thought on that one.
Yes, Evangelist, come in.
Yes, you see, it is not right for you to remain in a marriage or a relationship because of children. When you loved that person, when you proposed that lady, she did not have children. You loved her without children, and the lady also accepted you without children. So what should bring you together should be love and not children. Because even orphans can grow in an environment where the father and mother are not there. So people can easily break. And those children will grow without a father, without a mother in that house. So it is possible to have children, to have children without to raise children without a father or mother. You cannot live in a relationship because of children. You need to live in a relationship because the gentleman loves you, because the lady loves you, because you love each other, because you care for each other, you pray for each other, and you pray together, you plan together, you do things together, and you are progressing well together. If it is suffering, you are suffering together. That is the common denominator. And the common denominator is love, not children. What about in a situation where you have no children, you are not blessed with the children? What do? Do you have the express, authority or permission to divorce because there are no children? No, not at all. It is love.
Just to add on what Evangelist is saying, it's okay with you.
No, it's not okay. Actually, we have to come, Mr. Mkelevai. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Himba, we'll come back to you. Mr. Mkelevai, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Evening, thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Let me try and see if I can come on the. Can you see me loud and clear?
Loud and clear. In the flesh.
Thank you. It's a very interesting topic, and I can hear Boshavula talking. I don't know, should I say something or should I wait?
No. You wait. Just wanted to welcome you. Give
Thank you. Okay.
Imba, you can come in.
Thank you so much, Namwinga. Just to add on what Evangelist has said, me, I don't agree with the concept where people say twaikalila fyabana tukedeka mboba gabana tinkala because of vana. I think for me it's a big no. If anything, you are actually even not doing the children any good, because if you be fighting in front of the children are going to grow up knowing that a partner is a punching bag. The children are going to grow that this is the way mom and dad lived. If you are going to disrespect your husband in front of the children, even the children in the house are going to have respect. And most of the times, the children who are brought up in an environment where there was abuse, when they grow up, they end up to be abusers themselves. The children who grow up in a house where love was not practiced or was not the center of the family, believe you me, when such children, they grow up, even in their marriage, in their relationship, they will exercise such kind of behaviors. And such kind of children, they even become bad managers of relationships, and they even become bad mothers and bad fathers. So the best thing, there are children who've grown up in a house where there is no mother. There are children who've grown up in a house where there is no father. There are children who've grown up with step parents, and they are responsible children. There are children who are even contributing positively to society than those who come from homes where there's mother and father and the hostile environment. I submit.
Thank you very much, Hiba. So before we come to Mr. Mkeleva, just to our viewers, I thought in here it's getting more and more interesting. So we're not leaving you behind. Get in touch with us. Let us know what you think about what is your experience on that? And the other thing is, you don't need to stay away from such programs, because this is reality. These are the things we face each and every day. So we are learning together. We are not leaving you behind. You can join us in the studio, or maybe you can even comment in the comment section. Let us know what is your take and what do you think about mending a dying relationship or marriage. So thank you very much, Himba, for that. Mr. Mkeleva, you can come in now.
Ndalumbaka Patrick, thank you so much. Well, we are still talking about rekindling of our relationships, and I think you have done you've done a good service by explaining how the ingredients of how to rekindle relationship. Rekindling love and romance often involves the most important factor, the big umbrella, is communication and spending quality time together and doing activities that both a couple enjoys. And you need to sit and reminiscing about the happy memories being affectionate, and being open to try new things together as a couple. The problem that we have noticed in most relationships, why relationships are failing to work or rekindle, it's because we always want to bring negative stuff that happened previously or in your memory, instead of picking out the good things that really brought you as a couple together. You go to the negative, to the fault findings, to faults that each partner used to, or if that person was in a habit of drinking or womanizing or sleeping around, then you start bringing those. You cannot rekindle a relationship based on negative history, blaming games. You can only rekindle relationship where you bring in positive things. The things that used to make you sleepless, spending sleepless nights, thinking about your partner, thinking about those romantic moments that you used to share. Kuja kuenda mwemene mwenzoenda kaya ni mumauzu, or kuenda long distances, or you were even walking from graveyards without fear. Those are memories, good memories that will bring the happiness in a couple. Now, coming to the issue that you brought in, that was mentioned by Voruthi, I think to some extent, I agree with her that, especially in our African setup, that sometimes parents do sacrifice their happiness over their offsprings. They would rather keep maintaining themselves or sacrifice their happiness and their love for the benefit of their offsprings, so that their children don't see that they are unhappy. Their children don't see that they are fighting. Mostly you find they fight either inside the bedroom. Some you can even tell that you've never seen your parents fighting, but yet they do, and you can only hear such issues coming out after. But with our generation today, yes, I agree with Wo Shabula again, where he says, when you are in a relationship that is very violent, abusive, because today's relationships are very physical, people are busy beating each other, there are mental illness involved. They become psychopathic, they become violent, and such relationship, you cannot sacrifice your pain and suffering for the children. If anything, you are killing your children, because like Himba said, the children will suck all that energy and transfer. They will be the future abusers in the next relationship. So let me end here to give room for others to contribute. Thank you.
Madam Namwenga, do you have anything from our inbox so we don't leave our viewers and our listeners out there?
Indeed, I'd say, please, can you take us to the comment section so that we can just see what's there?
Yeah, we need to include what our viewers are saying, our listeners of Ubuntu channel here at NSAKA. We are talking about rekindling love. Then thereafter, we'll have our closing remarks. We are almost coming to the end of the program. It just feels like we've started.
Yeah. Until there is nothing in the comment section.
Okay. In that case, let's hear closing remarks. Madam Himba, you here?
Yes, please.
Your closing remarks on the topic on rekindling love this evening.
Thank you so much, and Sophie. In my conclusion, all I would say is, before you love anybody in a relationship, you love yourself. Self-love is very important. That's when you'll be able to love your partner to the fullest. That's when you'll be able to love your children to the fullest. There's nowhere you are going to be bitter inside. You don't feel value. You don't value yourself. You don't appreciate yourself, and you expect to appreciate your partner. It can't happen. So love yourself so that you can transfer the same love to your husband or to your wife. Appreciate yourself so that you can appreciate your partner. Look at
Oh, sorry, Madam Himba is breaking there. But I've heard the closing remarks of Madam Himba there. She's encouraging people to love themselves. Actually, I think it took time for me to love myself. And that's when I'm trying and learning to love myself. Even the verse for loving others, I didn't know it begins with loving myself. So I'm glad, and I'm learning to love myself before I love others. Bom Keneba, your closing remarks on the program, and thanks for your contribution. Really valid and a good point that you brought up.
Thank you so much. Like I said, talk to your partners, communicate. For struggling couples trying to rekindle love, it is important to prioritize open and honesty communication. Again, I repeat, discuss your feelings, listen to each other without judgment. Be willing to compromise. Spend quality times together. Engage in activities that brings you joy, and don't be afraid to seek professional help if needed. Remember to be patient and understanding as you work through the challenges together. That is what I can say for now. Thank you.
Can I come in? I'm left with the 2% of my battery power.
Please go ahead, our counselor. Go ahead. We really are eager to hear from your conclusion remarks.
Number one, as I conclude, in a relationship, the man and the woman are like gardeners, they're gardeners. Their duty is to keep the garden alive. For the garden to continue, it must be watered. It must be cultivated. Remove the weeds that will affect your crops. Spray, put some fertilizer or some manure. Make sure that there's enough water. The same way we water our gardens is the way we should water our relationships, or it's the same way we should water each other as boyfriend, as husband, as girlfriend, as wife. Water your husband, water your wife. Do not wait to water him when the plant dries completely. That's when you go that kutira iramanzi. Water every day and the plant will live longer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Your contributions, boy evangelist there, our counselor in the house. We appreciate your valid contributions. And from us, the YouTube channel, we need to give thanks to our listeners and those that will the broadcast. We appreciate, and please, you can write Your contributions are valid here on Ubuntu channel. We'll be waiting to hear from you, our listeners and our viewers of Ubuntu channel. My co-presenter here, Namwinga and Himba. Namwinga, over to you as you close our discussion for tonight.
Yes, until actually we have something right now from the comment section. We have something from CJ. Actually, I'm having problem with my eyes. So CJ is saying the reality on the ground is sad, as can be seen from the many cases of murder and suicide we are seeing these days. That's CJ saying we have cases of murder and suicide because of the same to or maybe because you think things will be better tomorrow, but instead of getting better, they're getting worse and through them. Thank you very much.
Very true, and indeed it's a valid point. Thank you, our viewers, for that contribution. And it's important to those that are going through dying relationships, come out and seek for help. Come out and seek for help. There is help. Help is always there. So thank you so much. Namwinga, you can close the program, and it was nice to be here.
Before Namwinga closes,
yes, sir.
We should advise people.
Has so much talk time.
We should advise the people as well to say, do not try to solve the problems yourself when you know that you are temperamental and you cannot handle or face your opponent. It is always important to bring in a third part. That's why couples end up killing each other. Thank you. That was my talk time.
Very important and valid contribution from Bomkeleva there. And if you are facing a giant, don't face the giant alone. There's always help outside the world there. And don't feel like, no, maybe to be embarrassed. Other people will know. You're better off sharing. And people say a problem solved is a problem. A problem shared is a problem solved. Yes. Hi, Namwinga. I think I've heard that. I hope I'm getting it. Yes. A problem shared is a problem solved. Share a problem. Do not live with the giant. Don't face your giant alone if you know that if it's big, it's big. I mean, you need another giant to face it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And actually, what I would say is, before I close, is what I've taken, or maybe a takeaway home for me is, don't let your relationship die to start mending it. Don't let your marriage die for you to start mending it. Work on it right now. We have looked at different points. We have taken a lot of advice actually from everyone on the panel. Has really made a lot of contribution, of which the two we have gotten one on two things that we are supposed to be there for each other. We must put our priorities first. Communication should be one of them, and spending time, even appreciating each other. Actually, I need flowers as well, as Auntie Ruth said. Actually, I need flowers as well.
I need them
so
too.
To our viewers, thank you very much for joining us, Auntie Ruth. Thank you very much, Mr. Mkeleva. Thank you very much for joining the program. So you came late. We want you on time next week.
Namwinga, you owe me big time. I'm going to, when I come to Zambia, I want to I want to take you to the local court.
Okay, can we say our goodbyes? Then you two can go to the local court and then I'll be the judge.
Okay, now before you finish, since he provoked me, I want to sing a national anthem for 1 hour.
Okay, can we actually with a video in the background as we leave this place? Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and to our lovely viewers, have a good evening and see you next week.
everyone. See you next Thursday at the same time here at Ubuntu channel. Bye-bye.
Bye.